For those of you joining us, these are Jacob sheep. Although the Jacob breed has unknown origins, it has been around and been raised for over 350 years in England. One of the most striking features of the Jacob is its tendency to have multiple horns. In those animals with multiple horns, 2 are vertical in the center, and 2 are side horns that tend to curl alongside the head. The first importations into the United States of Jacobs occurred early in the 1900s. They produce a medium grade wool with some kemping fibers that create a hair effect characteristic of tweed clothing.
A nice way to start out your Jacob show. And out here, it's a little different than a lot of the breeds we sort through. These, we're going on really uniformity in terms of their horn set, their color pattern, and then the handle of their fleece versus the uniformity and the luster and the size and scale we look for in some of the other breeds. And for me out here today, I think this 2-horned ram is the one that I find most ideal in terms of when we put everything together, in terms of softness of fleece and his horn set and his breed type. One that when we analyze him from the side, his spotting is correct. I think he's fundamentally sound. He's really strong down his top. A nice place to start in this particular class. Then we come to a ram here in second. Definitely one of the more moderate rams around here, but he moves about the ring real free and easy. He's a dimensional type of sheep, and along with that, he's got a really balanced set of horns on him, and I like his breed character. We come to the ram here in 3, one that I really appreciate for the extra horn growth and extra body mass on this buck. One that's just not as ideal in terms of balance about his headset, in terms of his horns. One that I'd like to complete the eye patch on the other side of this ram's eyes to be able to move him higher. We round out the class a buck that you really appreciate in terms of length of body. With that being said, I'd like to change him about his horn set to move him higher today. Really nice class. Congratulations.
Now ready in the ring for senior Ram Lambs. Placing on the class of yearling rams for the Jacobs, first place went to entry 1288. Southwick 46, Pickle. Rebecca Southwick, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. This sheep weighed 98 pounds. Second place to 1287, Broken Rock 0220, Mayhem. Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. That ram weighing 92 pounds. Third place to 1286, Brian McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. That ram weighing 122. And fourth place to entry 1285, Michaela Craffey, Winchendon, Massachusetts.
Another nice class out here, and the buck we're going to find at the top wins so rather handily, in my opinion. one that's really uniform about his horn set. When you got 4 horns out there, that's about as close as we're going to get to uniformity. I really appreciate him for that. Along with that, he's got really good breed type. And then when you put your hands on his fleece, super soft type of a fleece, he wins that category as well. Just a really easy place for me to start. From there on, we just start deciding between some different factors. The buck we're coming in second. I like the horn set on this sheep. He's really wide. He doesn't get too tight. He's got a great soft fleece about him, and I like his markings as well. Come to the ram here in third. That's where we start getting a little off in our markings, and as far as what I'm looking for, I'd like to see just a little bolder about his color type and not quite so spotted up the way he is. I'd like to see a more uniform marbling as I'm appearing, but really wide in terms of his horn set, a good sound type of a sheep. We come to the next ram out here with 4 horns. I'd like to change him a little bit about his horn set. One that when you put your hands on him, just not quite as soft as some of the ones I'm finding ahead of him in terms of fiber quality. And rounding out the class, another ram with 4 horns, and you appreciate him for that. Just not quite as uniform in them, and he gets just a little darker than I prefer to see out here. I'd like to have a little more even, uniform wool color or coloring pattern for me today, but a really nice class all the way through. Congratulations.
Now ready for junior ram lambs. Placing on the senior ram lamb class for the Jacob Show, first place goes to entry number 1291, Broken Rock 0244 Elexir, Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. That ram weighing 84 pounds. Second to entry 1289, Broken Rock 0239 Edgar, Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. That ram weighing 66 pounds. Third place to 1291, Brian McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. That ram weighing 68. Fourth, first in the junior show, to 1293, Southwick 11, Cosmo, Rebecca Southwick, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. Fifth goes to entry number 1292, Brian McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts.
really a challenging class to sort through out here, and you've got some give and take. We're starting with a buck. I like the breed type about this buck's head. I think he's good enough about his horns, extremely level down his top, really long-sided type of sheep, and he's got a nice fleece on him. It's not the softest in terms of handle, but it's really uniform. I think he fits the bill for me. Coming to the ram here in second, this is the one I find most ideal in terms of fleece. Very, very soft fleece, bright white with a lot of luster in the center. One that you just really appreciate in terms of that. And then with that being said, he's pretty balanced about his horn set. He's good about his markings. The ram that I have an issue with is here in 3. I like this guy about his horns. I like him about his fleece an awful lot. I think structurally really a good type of sheep. I'd like to see him different about his head. I'd like to see just predominant eye patches on both sides with the white coming down. That gets him kicked down in here to 3rd. We put a lot of emphasis on breed type out here in this particular breed. That's the way I see him. Coming to the ram here in 4, one that's a little more moderate in terms of his frame score. And again, on him, I'd like to see just a little more spotting as we go through the body and give him a notch more in terms of black shading. Coming to the ram here in 5th, excuse me. Again, one that's just a touch more moderate, good enough about his horn set. One that just doesn't have quite what we're seeing in the ones ahead of him in terms of body score to be able to go higher today. Rounding out the class, a big growthy type of ram, one I really appreciate for that. I'd like to change him about his horns, and I'd like to change him about the patches to his eyes to be able to go ahead and get him off the bottom today. But a really nice class. Congratulations.
Our next class will be pair of ram lambs. Results from our junior ram lamb class. First place goes to entry 1300. Krafke 550. Michaela Krafke, Winchendon, Massachusetts. That ram weighing 58. Second place to entry 1296. Broken Rock 0297. Ezra, Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. That ram weighing 53 pounds. Third place to 1294, Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. That ram weighing 59. Fourth place to 1295, Brian McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. Fifth place to 1297, Brian McPhee. Sixth place, first in the junior show, to 1298, Southwick, 12, Mo. Rebecca Southwick, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. Placing on the pair ram lambs, first place goes to Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. Second place to Brian McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. And third to Rebecca Southwick, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. We're now showing for champion and reserve champion open show ram. So we'll need the first and second place animals of the previous 3 individual classes back in the ring.
as we get out here for your champion, Jacob Ram. Really nice individuals all the way through this show. And like I've said before, we don't focus on size or scale as much in this breed. We're going for breed character, fleece cleanliness, and the handle to that fleece, and then uniformity in terms of horns and balance. Whether it be 4 horns or 2 horns, it doesn't really matter. Just whatever balances the best. They've got to have a good head about them, good breed type. That's what they really focus on. Today for me, I think there's a pair of them that kind of fit the bill in terms of what I'm looking for in this particular breed. I'll go out here and congratulate your winners.
Rebecca, stay out here with that. Junior champion. Junior show champion. Our open show champion ram goes to the first place senior ram lamb. 1291 Broken Rock. 0244 Alexer. Victoria Wiggins McPhee of Ashby, Massachusetts. That ram weighing 84 pounds. Reserve champion goes to the second place senior ram lamb. 1289 Broken Rock. 0239 Edgar, also shown by Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. That ram weighing 66. Now showing for our junior show champion and reserve. For our junior show, the champion goes to that first place in the yearling ram class, entry 1288. Southwick, 46. Pickle, Rebecca Southwick, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. That ram weighing 98 pounds. The reserve junior or show champion goes to the first place animal for the junior show out of the senior ram lamb class, 1293. Southwick, 11. Cosmos, Rebecca Southwick, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. Now ready to move into our female portion of the show. We need yearling rams to the ring, please. Yearling ewes to the ring, please. Yearling ewes. Yeah. Judging our Jacob show today is Alex Wolf of Upper Sandusky, Ohio. Alex is the shepherd and owner of Wolf Brothers Livestock. He raises natural colored sheep and club lambs. He and his wife, Melissa, have 3 children who are all very active in their sheep operation. Let's welcome Alex Wolf today to your Jacob show. Just a few trivia questions for the Jacobs show. The Jacobs really haven't been showing as an independent show of their own. They've been showing in the All Other Breeds, so they've just been their own show for about 10 years, maybe less. So, just 2 years, they tell me. So, cool. So, first question. Who was named the premier exhibitor and premier breeder at the 2001 inaugural show of the Big E Jacobs? So the 2021 Big E Jacobs show. And the answer to that is the exhibitor at the front of the line right now, Victoria Wiggins McPhee of Massachusetts.
A really nice way to start your female show. I think we have one that comes out here and runs to the top rather handily for me. One that's extremely good in terms of her fiber quality, super soft fleece. One that shows me plenty of staple. She's got some dimension to her as well. And then you get in front of her, really nice head on this female, good set of horns, just in a logical place for me to start. You comes in here in second, and one that I really appreciate when I get off to the side and study that one. And then as well in terms of her fleece quality, really soft as well. One that if I were to change, I'd like to make her just a notch stronger about her horns up front to be able to challenge the that we're going to start with. Come to you here in 3, and one that certainly doesn't want to be the most cooperative out here at the moment, but one, when you put your hands on her, super straight down her top, she's got a good handle to her fiber, not quite as silky and soft as what we're finding at the top end of this class. Come to you here in 4, and one that's really a dense fleece on this sheep. It's going to shear the heavier pounds. With that being said, just a notch rougher about the touch today compared to the 3 that are going to stand ahead. But again, one that's got good color pattern, one that's got a good horn set on her, runs out in terms of dimension for me compared to the 3 ahead. Coming to the ewe here in fourth, really long-sided sheep, one that you appreciate off to the side. With that being said, I'd like to give her a notch more in terms of black coloring about her. I'd like to change her about her eye patches as well to be able to run her up higher. As we get down in this class, just some horn issues and some various issues in terms of fleece quality to be able to get them up here, but a strong class. Congratulations.
Our next class will be pair of yearling ewes. Placing on the class of yearling ewes, first place went to entry 1305, Broken Rock 0200, Evelyn. Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts, that ewe weighing 104. Second place to entry 1306, Broken Rock F0206, Stormy, Brian McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts, that ewe weighing 88. Third place to entry 1307, Victoria McPhee Wiggins, Ashby, Massachusetts, that ewe weighing 70 pounds. Fourth place to 1309, Michaela Craffey, Winchendon, Massachusetts. Fifth place to entry 310, also Michaela Craffey. Sixth place to entry 1308, Brian McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. First in the junior show, 1312, out of time 0129, Dahlia, Rebecca Southwick, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. And eighth, second in the junior show, 1311, out of time 0127, Penelope, Rebecca Southwick, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. Placing on the pair of yearling ewes, first place went to Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. Second to Michaela Craffey, Winchendon, Massachusetts. Third place to Brian McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. And 4, Rebecca Southwick, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. Now ready for senior ewe lambs. Okay, here's the other trivia question I have. What New York Jacob breeder had the first place yearling ram, first place exhibitor's flock, first place get of sire, and won the premier exhibitor honors at the 2011 Big E AOB Wool Show?
A class that lines itself rather logically for me. We're starting with the one that, again, really good about the breed type, really soft about her fleece. She offers me a little more in terms of dimension as well. Coming to the U here in second, one of the more moderate ones out here, but super soft in terms of her fleece quality. I really like the handle of this fleece. One that, again, is good enough about her breed type to come in second. We come to a U here in third. I like the robustness in terms of her rib shape. I think she's good enough about her breed type. And then she's got a good handle of fleece. She loses out a little bit in terms of softness of fleece to the U in second. Maybe not quite as much sheep there as the U that's going to start the class, which lands her back into the third hole. Coming to the U here in four. Really long-sided sheep. One that when you analyze her, you appreciate the straightness in terms of her lines and the muscularity over the top side. With that, we just need to have a softer handle to that fleece. It's uniform enough, but we need to just soften it up. And then we round out the class a really nice kind of a ewe lamb. One I'd like to make a notch stronger in terms of her horn set. Just doesn't have quite the extra length of body, not quite the handle that we're finding in some ahead, which gets her down here. But I think a really strong class all the way through. Congratulations.
Next class is Junior Ewe Lambs. Placing on the class of senior ewe lambs, first place to 1318, Broken Rock 0248, Eliza, Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. Second place to entry 1321, Broken Rock 0307, Cirilla. Again, Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts, that ewe weighing 45 pounds. Third place to 1319, Brian McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts, with a ewe weighing 56. Fourth place to entry 1317, Michaela Craffey, Winchendon, Massachusetts, and 5 to 1320, Brian McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts.
a really challenging class to sort through. I think all these are really nice type of females, and it's just the minute differences. At the end of the day, we settled on the one that, again, just the most complete. I like her good enough about her breed type. One that's really good in terms of her fleece. She's got a good style about her. One that when you put everything together, I think she's the logical place for me to start in this particular class. We've got a ewe here in second who I find extremely stylish off to the side. One that's really good about her breed type. I like the head shape. I like the coloration of this ewe. One that when I put my hands on her, I just need a softer fleece. I need to be able to soften it up to go ahead and use her in this particular class. I like to see them in a little more natural state. There's her trimmed out, but one that you find really eye appealing. We just need a better handle. Coming to you here in third, again, really nice handle on this sheep. One that's good enough about her headset. One that maybe her horns don't match quite as nice, but I think they're acceptable coming in here to the 3-hole. Coming to the ewe here in fourth, and here's the one that kind of the first time through, I thought she was going to be my class winner. Grant you, she's more moderate. I like the style that she has. She's really level across the top, really got a good head on her as well, and really soft in terms of her fleece. When we set this one into motion, she wants to hawk in too much for me. I need to fix her about her back legs to be able to start the class with her. Come to the ewe here in the 4-hole, or 5-hole, excuse me. One that's good enough about her fleece, maybe doesn't have quite the handle I'm finding in some of the ones ahead of her, but I think she's good enough about her head and breed type, and she just works herself down in terms of handle in this particular class. Rounding out the class, we've got a large frame type of ewe lamb, one you appreciate in terms of growth. Today for me, I need to change her about her breed type and darken up around her eyes to be able to move her any higher today. But a really good class. Congratulations.
Next class will be pair of ewe lambs. Placing on the class of junior ewe lambs, first place goes to entry 1323, Broken Rock F0292, Reba. Brian McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts, that ewe weighing 44 pounds. Second place to entry 1328, Krafka 531, Michaela Krafka, Winchendon, Massachusetts, that ewe weighing 44. Third place to 1325, Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts, that ewe weighing 43. Fourth, first in the junior show, to Southwick 17, Katera, entry number 1326, Rebecca Southwick, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. Fifth, to entry 1324, Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. And sixth, to entry number 1322, and that's second in the junior show, Southwick 13, Uniqua, Rebecca Southwick, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. Placing on the pair of ewe lamb class, first place goes to Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. Second place to Brian McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. Third place to Michaela Craffey of Winchendon, Massachusetts. And 4 to Rebecca Southwick, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. Now showing for open show, champion and reserve champion ewe.
a really pleasing set of sheep as we get out here and do Champion U, and the quality is really good all the way through these classes out here, and definitely one of the larger Jacob shows that you'll see. And I commend the breeders for bringing out such a strong set. Really good in terms of their fiber quality and the breed type as well, and we put a lot of emphasis on that. Today for me, I think there's the ewe out here that just kind of stands out here, and she's the one that everybody's trying to beat. That's going to be the yearling ewe. She's just a really nice female. She's going to be champion. We're going to follow with the intermediate ewe lamb for reserve. Congratulations.
Open Show Champion U goes first place Yearling U, entry 1305, Broken Rock 0200, Evelyn. Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts, that U weighing 104. The Reserve Open Show Champion U was the first place in the Senior U Lamb Class 1318, Broken Rock 0248, Eliza. Also, Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts, that U weighing 58 pounds. We are now ready to show for Junior Show Champion and Reserve. So, Rebecca Southwick, we need both of your yearling ewes, 1312 and 1311, and also both of your Junior ewe lambs, 1326, 1322, to the ring, please. For our Junior Show Champion, the judges selected the first place Junior ewe lamb from the Junior Show, 1326. Southwick, 17. Katera, Rebecca Southwick, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. The Reserve Champion goes to her first place Junior Show yearling ewe, 1312. Out of time, 0129. Dahlia, Rebecca Southwick, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. We are now ready for our exhibitors flock. Exhibitors flock, please. Well, no one answered my question about what New York Jacob breeder had the first place yearling ram, first place exhibitor's flock, first place get of sire, and won the premier exhibitor honors at the 2011 Big E AOB Wool Show, except for Debbie Hopkins. And the answer was Amanda and Laurel Snook. Our next class will be Breeder's Flock. Placing on the exhibitor's flock, first place goes to Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. Second place to Brian McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. Third place to Rebecca Southwick, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. And fourth place to Michaela Craffey of Winchendon, Massachusetts. Placing on the breeder's flock, first place to Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. Second, Brian McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. And third place to Michaela Craffey of Winchendon, Massachusetts. Now ready for Get of Sire. Get of Sire is your next class. Following the Get of Sire class, we will have Best Fleece. Best Fleece. Placing on the Get of Sire class, first place goes to Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. Second to Brian McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. And third to Rebecca Southwick, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. Now showing best fleece. Best fleece. Our best fleeced animal came out of the Junior Ewe Lamb class. Entry number 1326, Southwick, 17. Katera, Rebecca Southwick, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. That does conclude our Jacob show. We'll be back at 3 o'clock with the Corriedales. However, we do want to present our premier exhibitor and premier breeder banners for the Jacob show. They go to the same individual. They're going to Victoria Wiggins McPhee, Ashby, Massachusetts. Congratulations, Victoria.